Sorry, guys. Anyway. Hi, guys. It's been a while. Had to take a break for different reasons. You all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it can get to be a bit much, and you gotta take a break. So I'm having some little mango green tea. Isn't that the coolest cup? My son got it for me. Has a little sleeve for if you have a hot or too cold beverage for that matter. And it has a cute little red button on it. Anyway, guys, hope you all are doing great. And I gotta take a sip. I am doing this video because I was asked some advice and opinion about having an affair. Okay, first of all, of course, the obvious answer from me will be no, don't even think about it. And for all you men out there, okay, I've been getting men contacting me saying, well, you need to make a video for a man about such and such a subject. No, I'm not going to be doing that. This is girl chat to girls. Apply it to yourselves if you will, take it how you may, but no, I'm not going to be making separate videos for anybody. I'm making a video. Apply it to yourself. Common sense, guys. Anyway, and I'm not saying it to be mean, just let's use common sense. If I say this, to women, apply it to yourselves. So anyway, to you, you know who you are, who you asked me. I'm not going to say who you are because it was confidential, but you did ask me to make a video on it. So, no, do not have an affair. This video won't be very long because it's pretty cut and dried. Come here, baby. Um, and the simple answer is no, you don't do that. You don't have an affair for obvious reasons. Number one, it's wrong. But also, you have to stop and tell yourself, what kind of a man are you getting involved with that is willing to have an affair with you while he's either married or attached to another woman? You're getting involved with a loser. And as you all know, they will give you a million reasons why they're turning to you. Oh, my wife, my girlfriend doesn't understand. Oh, it's just so hard now with the kids and everything. I just don't feel like a man anymore. Um, I this, I that, I. Yeah, don't listen to the I's and me's. You listen to what is good for you. And the bottom line is, do not have an affair. You will end up getting hurt, and you will end up realizing, well, gosh, if he was willing to cheat on his significant other with me, will he cheat on me with somebody else? Well, of course he will. That's his mentality. If a man is not happy in his marriage or his relationship, he needs to get out of it. Then he needs to have a year or two, preferably two, to get himself together, get out of it emotionally, physically, and emotionally. It takes time. You do not jump out of a relationship and be ready for another relationship like that. That's not how it works. That's the rebound. Now, if you want a guy who's on the rebound because you're just out for screwing around, let's be honest, well, then that's what you'll get. But just remember, a lot of times when you think you're just out to fool around, you end up falling in love. And if this guy is attached, don't plan on him leaving his significant other for you. And if he does, how can you not go through your relationship with him if he comes to you? How can you not go through it thinking, well, is he going to do that to me one day? Is he going to up and leave me for somebody else? Well, most likely, yeah. And for you guys who say, oh, well, that's how I met my husband, it just happened. It just happened. We fell in love. We got married. We've been married. Don't tell me that you don't go through that relationship stopping to wonder, is he going to do this to me? Is he doing this to me? It's got to be in your head. And you also have to stop and think, if an attached man is having an affair with you, how do you know he's not having an affair on you with somebody else too? Okay? A lot of guys do that. A lot of guys are like, well, I got her, I'll get somebody else too. And you have to stop and tell yourself, do you want a man to think that, and I don't care, I'm going to be blunt and open here, do you want a man to think you're so stupid that he can just suck you into an affair with him knowing he's attached to someone else? Do you really want a man to look at you and think, she's dumb enough to let me get her involved? No, you don't want that. You want to be a little bit smarter than that, ladies. You want to be smart enough to say, No, he can't do that. I'm not going to let him think that I'm so dumb. He can just suck me into a relationship with him, even though he's attached, right? Mm-mm. So ladies, girls, if you're attracted to a guy right now who is attached, here's what you do. Here's what I do. If I am out and about and I see a guy that I think is good looking, I'm attracted to for whatever reason, first thing I do is look at the hand. If there's a ring, forget it. If he's with somebody else, forget it. Or if I find out he is attached, forget it. I turn that little attraction radar of mine off like a switch, like a light switch. Off. That's it. It's done. No heartbreak, no heartache, because that's what you're going to end up with. You will end up with him using you when he wants to, sexually, emotionally, and it'll be on his timeline because he's got to work it around his life. He's got to work you around his life when you should be with a guy who's working his life around you. You do not let some guy work everything around his wife or significant other being around. That's stupidity. I'm sorry, ladies, get mad if you want, but it's stupidity. And I'll be honest with you, me personally, I cannot have sympathy for a woman who gets involved with a man who is attached and then he devastates her and breaks her heart. I'm sorry, don't mean to sound cold and harsh, but I can't. If a woman were to come to me right now and tell me, oh my gosh, I fell so in love with him and he didn't leave his wife for me, he didn't leave his girl for me, I'm sorry, I wouldn't be sitting there, oh, you poor thing, oh, I'm so sorry. I'd be like, oh, well, what did you expect would happen? Because they don't just up and leave somebody. What they do is they use you while they need to use you, and then they say, well, I don't want to really ruin my relationship, so I'm going to go back to my wife, my girlfriend, or I'm going to just let go of you and go full time with my wife or girlfriend. Don't do it to yourself. Think more highly of yourself to where you deserve better. You deserve a man who is putting you first, a man who is showing how valuable you are in his life by putting you first. You don't want to be the other woman. You don't want to be the second one, she's on top and you're down here. No. And that's what's going to happen. He's going to be, oh, I can't see you Saturday night, honey. I'm sorry. My wife needs me to be there for this. I can't see you this Wednesday night. My kids are going to have a game. I've got to be there. I can't. That's all it will be. Me. That is not a relationship. That is a joke. So, no, you do not have an affair under any circumstances, and do not get involved with a guy who hasn't been out of his relationship at least a couple of years. Maybe once in a blue moon that works out, but it's not worth waiting for that blue moon because you'll usually end up getting hurt. Guys who are just getting out of a relationship, they're looking for emotional and sexual gratification, and then they stop and think, oh, no, maybe I'm not ready for this again. No, I gotta let her go. Guys, right now, if I were to meet a guy, I don't care how attracted I was to him, if I meet a guy and I find out he was just newly divorced, like I've seen when I used to be on the dating sites, and they're like, hey, ladies, just got out of a marriage, looking for fun, can't wait to meet you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you idiot, you fool, you dummy, you're the last one I'd want because he's on the rebound. You don't want a rebound guy. If you're looking for a serious relationship, that's the last kind of guy you want. So, don't go for rebounds, and especially do not go for a guy who is attached. It's common sense. And you guys out there, same thing. Don't go for a woman who's attached. Like I said, apply it to yourselves. Because if you do, you get what you get. And I don't mean to sound terrible, but you get what you get. If you end up with a broken heart because you decided to get involved with this person who's attached, well, I'm sorry, ladies. I cannot sympathize. I can't sit here and go, poor you. Oh, that's sad. That's heartbreaking. So you who wrote me that letter, you need to know that I don't care how attracted you are to this guy, either quit the job and go work somewhere else or learn to turn that radar off. And it's really quite easy once you learn to do it. It's just like if you're married and you want to be faithful in your marriage and not ruin your marriage, you can be out and about. You can meet many people, many men, either where you work or through friends or family or a friend of your husband's or significant others, and you think, wow, he's good looking. But you do not let it go further than, wow, he's good looking. That's it. You shut all those emotions down or else you risk ruining your relationship. Well, it's the same thing in having an affair. You shut it down so that there's no affair to deal with, and you have to remember there can be long-term consequences in terms of you don't know what that wife or girlfriend is like. Nowadays, something like an affair can turn into a deadly situation. She flips out. She says, "Oh hell no, you're not taking my man." She comes after you. She gets you. She shoots you. She whatever. She can destroy you. And there have been lawsuits that have been won where a woman can claim that you destroyed her relationship with her husband, and they have won that in court. Do you really want to put yourself through all that hell for maybe a hot night once in a blue moon, or maybe him telling you at work, "Oh, you look so beautiful today, honey. Oh my gosh, your hair looks so nice. Oh, I love talking to you. You make me feel so much better. I wish my wife could do that." Oh, bull. That's BS. That's just how they suck you in so that they can wrap their little hands around your heart and soul, and then they just shake it around and use it till they need to. Then they toss it out, and there you are, broken-hearted, thinking, "I thought he was going to leave his wife, his girlfriend for me. He told me he would." Of course he told you. All that is he's dangling the bait in front of you for as long as you'll take that bait. And it's not worth it, ladies, girls, whatever your age. And I know when you're younger, you're going to have to make mistakes and learn. But even so, regardless of your age, if you're watching this because you're thinking of having an affair with somebody who's attached, the simple answer is do not do it. Save yourself the heartache and the heartbreak. Come here, baby. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry. Come on, baby. She's trying to get attention. Come on. Come on, baby. This is Kitty. I don't know if you can see my kitty witty. But anyway, sorry. Attention. Woohoo. You don't want to do it because in the end, you just suffer. You hurt. You. Come on, baby. You just end up getting hurt. I'm sorry. I got to get my dog. She's dying for attention for some reason. So, okay, baby. I got her. So, you don't want to and you don't want to get the reputation of being a home wrecker. You don't want to get the reputation of being the kind of woman that you couldn't be trusted. You get that reputation, and women, that's how it works. Somebody will say, "Oh, you don't want her around your husband. You don't want her around your boyfriend. Oh, she'll take him. She'll try to take him." Pretty soon you don't even have female friends because nobody's trusting you, nobody's wanting you. And then also, if say you meet a really good guy and he finds out that you did have affairs with married or attached men, he might think, "Well, is that her mentality too? Does she think that's okay? Would she do that to me?" There's a lot of consequences for having an affair. It's not worth it. You simply don't do it. There's a lot of men out there. There's a lot of people out there where you can have a good, healthy relationship without all the heartbreak and hiding and sneaking and possible danger that can occur from an affair, because that is our world today. People don't just get angry now and divorce. Now they flip out, they go hunt somebody down, and who knows, let's say you're single and you have children, do you want your children at risk because you had an affair with a married or attached guy and she comes after you, and to hell with the kids because she's lost it? No, ladies. Nothing is worth having an affair. So forget it. You forget it. You know who you are. You forget it. Turn that switch off. You can do it. It's easy. It's all up to you. No one else can do it for you. No one can. I can talk till I'm blue in the face, but if you don't turn around and just say, "You know what? The guy's taken. It's over. It's done. I'm closing my heart and soul off to that particular guy." You can do it very easily. It's very easy to do. I do it all the time. I see a guy, I see a ring, or it looks like he's attached because he's with a woman or whatever the case. It's gone. It's out. I look at him, and what I do is I kind of look at him and think in terms of, how can I put it? Like, I'll look at him and go, "Yeah, he's attractive." And then I try to sum it up like a sisterly feeling, like, "Oh, my brother." You know what I'm saying? Just something to turn that emotion off. You think of something to turn that emotion off. It works. So tell him, Kitty. Tell him, Kitty. She knows. She's faithful to Capone. Come here, Capone. Come here, baby. They're faithful to each other. So don't do it. It's not worth it. Life is too short. Life's way too short, and you don't want to spend it in agony and misery, hiding and possibly endangering yourself or your family or your children, because people do go to the extent now to to get revenge. So you know who I'm talking to. You go out, find yourself an available guy who's free and would be a healthy relationship for you that will make you feel good about yourself. Because if you have an affair with an attached man, what you're going to end up doing is not liking yourself. You're going to feel your self-esteem is going to go down. You're going to belittle yourself because you're going to look one day and go, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. This man is attached. He's going home to his wife, his children, whatever. And that's not a feeling you want to have, guys. That would be a horrible feeling to have. You want to feel good about it. You want to be able to tell the world about your new relationship and share it and celebrate it, not hide it and feel miserable. I mean, come on, let's have some common sense there. Come on. So guys, don't do it. No affairs. There's too many people out there that you can have a healthy relationship with if you just wait for it, look for it. And when a guy comes on to you that you know is attached, do not give him the slightest hint that you are going to reciprocate, because that's how those kind of guys work. The cheaters out there, they look for somebody to give them that little smile or that little compliment, and they're thinking, ooh, she likes me, and then he tries to pursue it. Nah, you don't want to lose her like that. If you know he's attached, or if you get involved with a guy and you think he's single, and then he tells you, it's just that I cared so much for you. I really liked you. I was so attracted to you. And I'm gonna leave my wife and my girlfriend, but I just didn't want to lose you because I knew if I told you, you'd disappear. Oh my God, you get a guy like that, just look at him and say, see ya, take care, and never see him again. That's it. It's really quite simple. It's not a difficult thing to do, and it's up to you. I can say all I want to you. Only you can control your heart and your mind. Nobody else can. And certainly do not give a man the power to control it by making you think that you're the best thing in the world that's ever happened to him while he's going home to somebody else. That's insanity. La 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 la. Insanity, guys. And I'm sorry. If you set yourself up for that, don't be looking for sympathy from people, because a lot of people, even your friends, even your family, if they know that you're having an affair, if they know you're getting involved with somebody who's attached, they might just turn right around and say, so what the hell did you expect? I mean, seriously. Don't expect people to be so sympathetic about it, because it's just common sense. You simply do not do it. You do not get involved with an attached man. Plain and simple. So anyway, hope you guys had a great Easter weekend, or however you celebrate it. I had a wonderful one, and I found out this morning that my new grandchild on the way is a grandson due in August. So that is very exciting news. Another little grandson. It will be the first grandchild born from one of my sons from my second marriage. So that's pretty exciting too. So good day for me, and it was a great weekend. Went to my daughter's, had a ball with her boyfriend, the kids, and the family. We went on a dune. They have a dune buggy, and they have an area out there. We went right in on the dune buggy, had a ball. It was a great time, great Easter. So anyway, you guys take care. No affairs, no affairs, no affairs, no affairs. I'm telling you, no affairs, because you will be the one who is brokenhearted. It's just the way it goes. The averages go to brokenhearted, not, oh, he's mine forever and now we're happily together. And that's not usually how it works. And like I said, if you were to marry a guy who left his wife or significant other for you, you gotta stop and think, will he do it to you too? That's not worth it. Get a guy who's stable, who's gotten himself together after getting out of a relationship, and go from there. So we'll talk to you all. Love you all, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.